sounds like something out of a science fiction film. But it's real. Even after a person has died, after the heart stops beating and the brain goes quiet, some parts of the body keep working, not just for a few seconds, in some cases for hours. And scientists are only beginning to understand why. What's especially strange is that these aren't random twitches or leftover reflexes. They're organized, purposeful cellular processes. Certain genes actually become more active after death, switching on as if the body is trying to respond, fix itself, or adapt. One study even found that dozens of genes in the human body increase their expression hours after clinical death. This phenomenon is known as the thanatotranscriptome, a term scientists use to describe the group of genes that continue functioning after life ends. The name comes from thanatose, the Greek word for death, though we'll focus on the science, not the mythology. Researchers studying this effect have seen gene activity in organs like the liver, heart, and brain ramp up after death. Some of the genes involved are linked to inflammation, cell repair, and even cancer. It's almost like the body is still trying to survive, unaware that it has already passed the point of no return. One theory is that not all cells die at once. Death might feel instant from the outside, but at the microscopic level, some cells and tissues can hold on to life for hours. Without blood flow and oxygen, they begin to break down, but before that, they seem to send out signals, activate stress responses, and turn on specific survival pathways. It's like a city losing power. Some neighborhoods go dark first, while others keep the lights on a little longer. And in that final window, there's a burst of activity, an attempt to stabilize, repair, or reboot before everything shuts down for good. Another surprising observation comes from studies in mice, zebrafish, and even humans, where researchers have seen waves of gene expression that follow a very specific timeline after death. These waves are so consistent that scientists can almost use them as a genetic stopwatch, tracking how many hours have passed since death, just by reading the genetic signals. What's even more fascinating is the kind of genes being switched on. Some are related to embryonic development, as if the body is attempting to reboot itself by turning to ancient genetic programs used during early life. Others relate to cancer growth, stress regulation, or immune defense, adding more questions about how deeply survival programming is hardwired into our biology. But this also raises some deeper questions. What exactly counts as death? If genes are still active, if cells are still communicating, does that mean part of the body is still technically alive? The medical definition of death is based on the irreversible loss of heart and brain function. But these findings challenge our understanding of how quickly the body really shuts down. There are also practical implications. Transplant medicine relies on healthy organs being removed after death. But if gene expression continues for hours, understanding which tissues are still active and how that affects transplant success could be vital. Researchers are now exploring whether timing organ retrieval more precisely could improve outcomes for patients. Another application may be in forensic science. If certain genes always activate at the same time after death, scientists could use that pattern to more accurately estimate the time of death. It's like a biological clock that starts ticking the moment life ends. There's also a deeper message hidden in these findings. Death isn't a single moment, it's a process. A gradual, complex shutdown of interdependent systems. And as we uncover more about that transition, we also learn more about what it really means to be alive. And there's something quietly humbling about this discovery. It reminds us that the human body, even after death, is incredibly complex. Its systems don't just switch off like a machine, they fade, transition, and interact in ways that continue to surprise even the most advanced researchers. If you found this fascinating, check out our video titled, "Scientists Just Found a Hidden Organ in Your Body." And it's shocking. In that one, we explore how an entire structure in the human body went undiscovered for generations, and how it might be the key to understanding disease and healing in ways we never expected.